As you look around at a generation that's going through a lot of depression, suicide, drug use, and a lot of influence for us like sexuality and dealing with the police brutality, it makes you wonder just how much poverty are the millennials going through. So we get some facts here. The links for this video will be in the description. So young people are poorer than ever and government programs are failing them. Now this article was done by Harry Cheadle, and I want you guys to understand, if you really want to go deeper than this article, I will have some very specific names and places you can go and look up. So let's get it started. The federal government has committed to taking better care of children in the very old since the 1970s. That's when Congress began the process of making sure Social Security kept up with an inflation. And when the Earned Income Tax Credit, which is the EITC, which greatly benefits low-income families with kids, was first passed into law, but the social safety net that has been constructed since then is failing young adults who are contending with a transformed economy. Now, this is according to a new report out of the University of California, Berkeley, called The Rise of Young Adult Poverty in the U.S. So you could do some Googling on the University of California, Berkeley, if you want to find out more about this survey. They did a report. Now, according to that report, about 1 in 5 people between the ages of 17 and 21 lived in poverty during the past decade, the highest proportion of any age group. This was true even without counting homeless youth or people who didn't work a significant amount of hours. That latter group, including otherwise well-off college students who subsist on top ramen for 4 years. Now, James Hawkins, the Associate Director of Berkeley Institute for the Future of Young Americans and author of the study, said that excluding those obvious outliers means that the figures he presents are actually an undercounting of young people's poverty levels, which have been increasingly petty steadily since the 1970s, even as poverty in other age groups has fallen. Now, you guys could continue on with this. I just wanted to get some points out there about this survey, and you can look around you. This is a generation that don't want to work. I don't know where you guys live at, but it's very bad in California as far as a lot of people are on these SNAP programs, aka food stamps, living off of it. People live off of the EITC. You know, they wait on their income tax. Some people don't even work. Like a lot of these young girls and men, they don't want to work, so they'll wait all year for their income taxes and claim their kids or somebody else's kids, and just to get a couple thousands of dollars like they're rich and be broke within a couple of weeks. And it's sad, it's not funny. So for newborn babies and people over 75, they have reduced poverty by 10.3 and 45.5% respectively. But these programs only reduce poverty rates among 21-year-olds by 4.8%. So we got to get it together. If you have kids that's within this age group, I mean, you want to look at them and tell them there's only one way out of this life, and that's called hard work. You won't be able to get through life depending on the system. As you can see, Donald Trump already said he's getting rid of Social Security and he's trying to get rid of welfare. Well, he said he's not re-signing it. So you'll be stuck and you'll be forced to work. But you look around you, you can see that most of the kids today just want to get high, drunk, and live with their parents. I know a 30-year-old man that lives with his mom. I mean, and they don't even force him to get out because he was raised that way. They took care of him. He don't care. So it's sad, but it's the truth. They're saying that young people are poorer than ever, and government programs are failing them. So something has to be done. You can't depend on the government. You just got to find a career and work your ass off. Like this video, leave your comments, and subscribe later.